What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from AnimeUproar, and it's about time for me to do another Attack on Titan video, and I thought that a video about the first and strongest Titan would be the perfect place to start, especially since recently we got mind-blowing reveals about the true untold history of the first Titan, how she got her Titan powers, and more. If you enjoy seeing Attack on Titan videos on this channel and want to keep them coming, the best thing you could do is turn that like button blue and leave suggestions for what topics you'd like me to cover next in the comments. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial. Hit that notification bell and select all, or you will miss future Attack on Titan videos. And let me know if you would like to see similar history videos for each of the 9 Titan powers. If you're interested in the specific abilities of the Titans, seeing them ranked from weakest to strongest, or almost any other Attack on Titan topic you can think of, you can find those videos in my Attack on Titan playlist, link in the description. Now without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. It all started with Ymir Fritz. The figure of Ymir Fritz is clouded in mystery, and no story about this historical figure was very convincing. Everyone agreed that she was the first Titan, but some portrayed her as a goddess, while other people portrayed her as a demon who made a deal with the devil. Both versions were clearly biased, but they were the only sources we had to go off of. The true history remained untold, until now. Around 2,000 years ago, Ymir's village was attacked by the Eldian tribe. Houses were burned and people's tongues were cut out. The villagers, along with the girl Ymir, became the slaves of the Eldians. The ruler of the Eldians was upset one day when a pig got away. He wanted to know who was responsible, and he was ready to take an eye from every slave if they didn't want to cooperate. All of the slaves pointed their fingers at Ymir. Ymir was then quote-unquote set free, only to be hunted down by dogs, men on horses, and arrows. Crying and bleeding, she came across a giant tree and entered it. She slipped into an underground body of water and seemingly came into contact with a spine-shaped creature that attached itself to the young girl's spine. At this point, the first ever Titan transformation took place. Ymir became the first to gain the power of the Titans. For 13 years, Eldian leader Fritz used Ymir's Titan powers to build roads, cultivate the wastelands, make bridges between mountains, and so on. In the process, the Eldian tribe grew large and wealthy. Then Fritz decided to reward Ymir, the girl he tried to kill, by giving her his seed. She became his concubine and acquired his last name, but she remained his slave all the same. He used her Titan powers to annihilate his greatest rival, the nation of Marley. Ymir gave birth to 3 children, Maria, Rose, and Sheena Fritz. After 13 years of the Titan shifter life, Ymir died during an assassination attempt when she took a spear in place of King Fritz. Ymir awoke in a strange land that we've seen other Titan shifters glimpse, and we'll get more into it later. In the meantime, King Fritz made his daughters eat Ymir's dead body in the physical world so that the power of the Titans would be passed on and the Eldians could continue to rule the lands. On his deathbed, he told his daughters that the blood of Ymir must not die out. Give birth and multiply. If you die, my daughters, have my grandchildren eat your spines. If my grandchildren die, their spines will be passed from child to child, end quote. And so it went. Ymir's original powers were eventually split into the 9 Titan powers we know today. The Founding Titan, Attack Titan, Beast Titan, Female Titan, Jaw Titan, Colossal Titan, Armor Titan, Cart Titan, and Warhammer Titan. And the Eldians continued to use these Titans to maintain power until around 17 centuries later, when Karl Fritz, the 145th king, inherited the Founding Titan. He was sick of conflict, including the conflict between the competing Eldian families, and he also felt horrible for the subjugation that the Marleyans suffered under Eldian rule. And because of all this, he chose to relocate the capital of Eldia to the island where our story starts. He used his Titan powers to create 3 walls on the island out of countless colossal Titans. He named the 3 walls after the 3 daughters of Ymir Fritz and erased people's memories of the world beyond the wall, making them think that they were the last humans in a world overrun by Titans. Meanwhile, the nation of Marley, still alive after 1,700 years of subjugation, took away all of Eldia's territory on the continent and started to subjugate the remaining Eldians, except the Tiber family, the family that possessed the Warhammer Titan, who were viewed as allies that helped Marley bring down the Eldian Empire. The 145th king became the first king of the Walls. However, in order to protect the Fritz family, they were renamed the Reese family while a fake Fritz royal family was set up. Karl also renounced all war, letting the Fritz family in Marley and the Tiber family know that he would not retaliate when the nation of Marley decided to destroy the remaining Eldians within the Walls. He made it so that his philosophy would be passed down to all future royal-blooded users of the founding Titan power, and royal-blooded users were supposed to be the only ones actually capable of utilizing the founding Titan's insane godlike powers. Time passed, and the Reese family continued to pass on the founding Titan from one generation to the next. Eventually it came to Rod Reese and Yuri Reese's father, who then passed it down to Yuri Reese, who in turn passed it down to Rod Reese's daughter and Yuri Reese's niece, Frida Reese. Things got really crazy though when, in the year 845, the Colossal Titan showed up and kicked through Shiganshina's front gate. While Annie, Reiner, and Bertolt were infiltrating Wall Maria for Marley, Eren's dad, Grisha Jaeger, confronted the Reese family, including Frida, in their underground crystal hideout. This was a fitting location because it was where the Reese family had passed down the founding Titan for generations upon generations. Grisha was from the outside world and used to be part of the Eldian Restorationists, a group of Eldians on the Marleyan continent who were sick of being treated inhumanely by their Marleyan rulers. The Eldian spy Eren Kruger had given Grisha the Attack Titan power and had tasked him with capturing the founding Titan, so that he could help the Eldians since the royal family clearly had no interest in doing it. Grisha tried to use words at first. He begged Frida to use the Founder's power to stop the invading Titans and save the people of the Walls from being eaten. Grisha is trying to save his people and his family. But Frida's all like, we deserve this, our punishment is at hand. She, like all royal-blooded founding Titans, is brainwashed by Karl Fritz's philosophy at this point. And we know Karl Fritz was sick of fighting and also felt bad for what the Marleyans suffered under Eldian rule. So he felt like they needed to atone for their sins with their lives. Pretty ridiculous, especially since the people born within the Walls didn't mistreat any Marleyans at all, but Karl Fritz wanted to eradicate all Titans, and the only way to do that was to eradicate all of Ymir's descendants, aka all of his own people. Probably the worst king ever, but still, Grisha was hesitating. He thought he couldn't kill children in order to take the founding Titan power. But here's where things get really crazy. One of the Attack Titan's special powers is that it grants one access to future memories, and as a result, future Eren could communicate with his father at this point. And adult Eren, the future user of the Attack Titan, egged an unwilling Grisha on until he took the founding Titan and killed everyone except Rod Reese, who managed to escape. Then Grisha passed on the power of the Attack Titan and the founding Titan to his son Eren, and that's about where the series began. Eren couldn't really use the founding Titan power because he didn't have royal blood, but there were moments when he came into contact with a royal-blooded Titan like Dina Fritz, where he temporarily gained access to the founder's powers. The years passed, and eventually Eren convinced his half-brother Zeke, the user of the Beast Titan and a Marleyan warrior like Reiner, that he wanted the same thing that he did. Eren convinced him that he wanted to use the founding Titan's power so that the Eldians couldn't reproduce, thus all Titans would die out. However, Eren was just using Zeke. When they accessed the mysterious land that Ymir Fritz entered when she died, they met Ymir, who continued to slave away following the orders of the royal-blooded Eldians. It appeared for a second like Eren's plan had backfired. Zeke had control in this land because he was the royal-blooded one, and it seemed like Ymir would follow his wishes, as she's followed the wishes of the royal family for millennia. Ymir Fritz continued to be the coordinate. She had all the power, but she had continued to obey orders all this time from this world. However, Eren does the impossible. He talks to Ymir and convinces her to lend him her strength. He tells her that she's not a slave or a god, just a person while hugging her. He tells her that she doesn't need to serve anyone. She can choose what she does. Then Eren suggests that it was Ymir who led Eren to this point in the first place. She wanted someone to free her. And that brings us back to the first ever Attack on Titan chapter title, which was To You 2,000 Years From Now. That title appears to have referred to Ymir reaching out to Eren, who could finally set her free from her millennia-long servitude to the royal Fritz family. By winning over Ymir, Eren gains the ability to use the founding Titan powers as he wishes. And that brings us to the present. Eren has said that he'll put an end to this world, and he's commanding the countless colossal titans that were in the walls and using them to protect the people of the island who bore him and raised him. Because the world outside the walls wants the extinction of the people within the walls, and they won't stop until they have killed every subject of Ymir, Eren has chosen to eliminate them from this world instead, using the Titans of the Walls. That catches us up with what's happening currently. Whether Eren is still keeping secrets from us and from everyone else is yet to be seen, but for now it appears that he's rejected the world's desire to eliminate his people and has decided to end the cycle of hatred by completely wiping out the other side. For him at this point, it seems like that's the only path to freedom. What he plans to do with himself and the Titan powers once he's carried out his mission, only time will tell. And that is it for today's video about the untold history of the first and strongest Titan ever, who was sometimes revered as a goddess that came into contact with the source of all organic matter, and sometimes like a demon who made a deal with the devil. However, the untold truth that people had no idea about was that she was just a human, as Eren said, who came into contact with a mysterious spine-like creature that attached itself to her while she was running for her life. It seems that, like Eren, what Ymir always sought was freedom from having to obey the royal Fritz family, and that will to be free somehow manifested in Eren making contact with her 2,000 years later and freeing her, or perhaps more accurately, helping her realize that she was free the whole time and didn't have to obey the royal family. I think that so far, Attack on Titan has been one of the greatest stories of all time, and Ymir's own complicated and mind-blowing story definitely encapsulates some of that greatness. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more Attack on Titan videos like it, then the best thing you could do is smash that like button until it's blue. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell and select all or you will miss future Attack on Titan videos. Leave suggestions for what videos you would like to see next in the comments, and while you wait for the next video, feel free to check out my colossal playlist of Attack on Titan videos, where you'll find videos ranking the Titans from weakest to strongest, videos explaining the Ackerman, videos going into depth with particular characters, and much, much more. A very special thank you goes to our patrons over on Patreon who help make videos like this one possible. First and foremost, I want to thank the patron of legend, the one acknowledged by Lord Twigo himself, Alpha Sigma. And are the 1-tier patrons, the ones who stand atop all clans, Steven Ingrata, Alola Natem, The World, Steelers, Acquire Respect, Pate Hefa, Jonathan King, Brandon Aviles, Papa Smurf, Emperor Otaku, Thomas Jones, Kin Mano, and Admirath. And our Pro Hero tier patrons, the one and only Gilgamesh, who's the current most donated overall champion of the world. Nothing But a Fan, Jason Wilson, Kings Aldrich, Anatoly Kazatsky, Angel Cruz, Cricket XP, Joe Stanton, Barry Gucci, Alicia Actor, Jessica Kayla Fond, Hinokami and Water, Bonnie Parks, Rithuan De Ora, Deadly Saint, and Stern Hawkins. Thank you all so much. If you enjoy our work, you can support more of it by going over to patreon.com/AnimeUproar and becoming a patron today for as little as $1. If you do so, you'll get your name featured in future videos alongside these epic people right here, and you'll even get access to our private patron-only Discord where we talk about anime life and of course dank memes. So check out patreon.com/AnimeUproar, link in the description if you're interested. You can also join the YouTube channel by clicking that blue join button next to the subscribe button that you've hopefully already destroyed. So yeah, you can support more content that way if you prefer. Whichever way you choose to support us, you can get the same great benefits. Thanks again, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys!